Hello, welcome to this new lesson on partial variation. And if you've been following up my lessons, you must have come across the direct variation and even the inverse variation. When we come to the partial variation, it's not something which is so difficult or something which is so new, because for the partial variation, it's a combination of the direct and the inverse. So you can have this kind of cases whereby number one, you can have a constant, one of the terms is a constant and the other term is varies directly, or a constant and the other term varies inversely, or a constant and then the two directly and inversely proportional, or the other one is direct variation and inverse variation, just the two of them in one equation without a constant. All right, but in our example we have a constant and direct variation. As the question reads, a variable y is partly constant, so that is the first term, partly constant, and partly varies as x, that is direct variation. So from the first statement we form our equation, and our equation would be like this. We have y is equals to partly constant, let's say our constant is a, then plus partly varies as x. The x can't be on its own, it has to be it must be combined or accompanied by the constant of proportionality, right? So let's assume our constant of proportionality is b and then x, right? Okay, so when we have it like this, now we can proceed to the second statement, whereby it's saying if x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 0, and x is equals to 6 when y is equals to 20, then find the equation connecting the two, y and x. These two sets, x1 and the other x, the y0 and the y20, the two of them, when we insert them into our equation, we are going to form a simultaneous equation. And I've also done some lessons on that and even the ways on how to solve such equations. So majorly you can solve them by either elimination or substitution. So we are going to see which one is easier for us and we can solve our equations. So let's form the equations first. We have y is equals to a plus bx. So if when x is equals to 2, y is equals to 0. And here I'm going to have my a is it's unknown, plus b it's unknown, and then x is equals to 2. So this is 2, b is equals to y is equals to 0. That's the first equation. The second equation, a plus x is 6 and therefore 6b is equals to 20, right? So you have your two equations. Now let's solve for the values of a and b. I'm going to use elimination method, and then I'm subtracting. A minus a is 0, 2b minus 6b is equals to minus 4b is equals to minus 20. 0 minus 20 is negative 20. Be careful. Minus 4b is equals to negative 20. We have to divide both sides by negative 4 for us to get the value of b, and our value of b is equals to 5. Okay, so we have our value of b is equals to 5, but we have to find for the value of a. For us to solve for the value of a, we have to substitute where we have a b with 5 in either of the equations, either equation a or equation b, any of them, the first equation or the second. So we can use the first. A plus 2b is equals to 0, and we know that our b is equals to 5. So can we solve for the value of a? Yes. A plus 2 multiplied by b, which is equals to 5, is equals to 0. A plus 10 is equals to 0, and our a is equals to negative 10. So our a is equals to negative 10, while our b is equals to 5. And the question was asking, we were required to find the equation that connects y and x. initially the equation was like this: y is equals to a plus b x. So for us to get the equation that's connecting y and x, is just substitute where we have b with 5 and where we have a with minus 10. So this is going to be like this: y is equals to a is negative 10 and then plus b, which is 5, and x. And that's the equation. If you don't want to start with a negative sign, you can have it like this: y is equals to 5x minus 10, and you're done. Example number 2 reads: y varies partly constant and partly varies inversely as x. If x is equals to 3 when y is equals to 1, and x is equals to 6 when y is equals to 3, find y when x is equals to 4. So it's just the same as the other one. The only difference is the first one, the second term was varying directly, but this one is inversely, right? So let's first write the equation. Y is equals to, our constant, let's say, is a, plus b, and for inverse is a fraction, right? So it's b over x. That's it. So let's form our simultaneous equations. So we are going to have a plus b all over 3 is equals to 1, and a plus b all over 6 is equals to 3, right? So these are fractions, and we can do away with them by multiplying everything by 6. By 6. Where is 6 coming from? A and a are constants. They don't have they are whole numbers or constants. There is no fraction in them. But the second terms, they have divided by 3 and divided by 6. So you can get the LCM of the two, the 3 and 6, and the LCM is 6, and then you multiply the first equation and the second equation with that LCM. All right, so this is going to be 6a plus 2b is equals to 6, and 6a plus b is equals to 18. Okay, now let's use still elimination. 6 and 6a cancel out. 2b minus b, we get a b is equals to negative 12. 6 minus 18. Now let's find for the value of a by substituting in either of the equations. A plus b all over 3 is equals to 1. We can use that one. A plus b divided by 3 is equals to 1, and our b is equals to negative 12. So this is a plus b is negative 12 divided by 3 is equals to 1. A plus negative 4, right, is equals to 1, minus 12 divided by 3 is equals to negative 4, plus multiplied by a minus, we get a minus. So this is going to be a minus 4 is equals to 1, and our a is equals to 1 plus 4, which is equals to 5. So our two values for a is equals to 5, while b is equals to negative 12. Now find the value of y when x is equals to 4. Our initial equation was y is equals to a plus b all over x. We have our values for a is equals to 5, value for b is equals to negative 12, and x is equals to 4. Remember the question. Find for the value of y when x is equals to 4. So we've gotten the value of a, the value of b, and we know the value of x is 4. Now let's find for the value of y. So our y is equals to a is 5 plus b is minus 12 all over 4. Y is equals to 5 plus minus 3, right? And this is the same as 5 minus 3, which is equals to 2. And therefore our y is equals to 2. You are done. As simple as that. Kindly subscribe, comment, like, and share. And till next time, thanks and bye.